I have a new plan. Since nobody seems to want to buy that engine is going to come out. The engine and tranny, the whole everything. Whatever I can get out of it is all going to come out. My obstacle is this right here. I just had this all down to nothing yesterday. And we're getting down to the driveway, which is good. I had to call in a tractor to come and do some work. And it got to be too expensive. And they got going this way. And he said with as heavy as the snow and everything is, that was going to be considerable more hours to get to it and get it all cleared up. So I've just been doing it every time I come out or whatever, smoke a cigarette, I just work on it with the shovel. So been working on it multiple times throughout the day. We've gotten to here so far, just kind of getting it. And I mean, I'm standing up on it. You can see how low the ground is from me. So it's going to be a lot of work. Hopefully we get some more good days, good warm days and everything. But that engine is going to go into here. I do believe that there's plenty of room to work around and make whatever work and just kind of get that in here, because this is coming out. That's coming out, getting torn down, cleaned up, and it's only got 150,000 miles on it. It's my lowest mile vehicle. Other than that, that's got a 2.3 turbo that's sitting at about 40 miles from here. I gotta go grab that, but that'll get rebuilt. That come out of a Mercure or whatever you pronounce it as, XR4 Ti or some shit. But this, I'm going to sand all that down and grind it to the bare metal, pull everything off and redo it all. I'm going to use this for a little tow rig, mostly to get, possibly to start doing the auction vehicles, because that's where the Trailblazer came from. But I bought this for the LS swap. I ended up busting the sun shell the first day I got it. Slammed it into reverse or whatever. I just put it in reverse, and that thing, I felt it snap. But that engine, it's gonna go into here, and this is gonna get dropped about 6 inches, get the older all-wheel drive transfer cases, the MV, I can't even remember the code right now, but I mean, I got some rust I gotta address on it. I'll pull all that off, unless I'm working on getting a 5-speed S10 for my daughter, so unless it's got like front end damage or whatever, then I'll just pull whatever off of here. That bitch is coming out. That one runs pretty good. Doesn't have any issues, but this one only has second and fourth, I think. Second and overdrive, or yeah, second and overdrive. I lost first and third. So here's the new fenders for the other Ranger. So tear those down and clean them up, respray them, or I might wrap them. I wrap those, the doors, the hood, and then get this thing stripped down and get it out of here. Was running and driving, but I sold the gas tank out of it. It ran like shit, drove like shit, but overall, I think it's a pretty good parts truck. Good little candidate. Might tear it down to the frame, and the plan is to cut the frame and make a trailer to pull behind the Ranger to match the Ranger, and use the newer hangers and all that shit. But so I mean, it's a pretty rust-free vehicle for being a 95 in Wisconsin. I think it's not too bad. So that engine and tranny are probably going to get pulled out and either sold or turned into a coffee table or whatever. The 4.3 and the tranny out of that are probably going to get sold. If they don't get sold, I'll redo the tranny, and I might drop it into the Trailblazer and turn that into a plow truck, because that Trailblazer needs a salvage inspection. It just ain't worth it to me. It was going to go to my ex-wife. Obviously, we got fucking minivans just kind of laying around. I have 4 kids, so I definitely got to have kid haulers. But I picked up the 08 Tahoe, so the vans are just kind of sitting. Alright, that's the plan. Like now I just really want to do something different and throw that 4.2 in that. Get that back on the road. It was just bought for the 5.3 to swap it into the Bravada, and then I was going to cut that up and make a trailer out of it and then sell the body parts or buy a Rex Silverado or a Sierra from the auction, or maybe even a Tahoe or whatever, and swap the front end. And then this one here is going to be, I'm going to pull all the seats out of that. This thing's been worked so hard. I've worked this thing. I was working this for jobs that we couldn't get the 3/4 ton truck to do. I got pictures I'll have to dig out, make like a slideshow or something out of it. But I had this thing loaded down so bad that this wheel gap, the fender was sitting here on the tire. So, I mean, it's just an old Grand Caravan. I just put the new wheels and tires on it. So, but it's not a bad vehicle at all, really. It's paid $600 for it, and then I used it for collateral on a loan for like $3,000. So I owe some money on that. So we'll put it to work again, get it back on the road, and use it to pull some light trailers and stuff like that. Get some use out of it. But my problem is this shit right here. I mean, I'm standing on it. You see how deep it is. And it's not shallow. There's not a small amount of snow at all that I'm dicking with here. And I'm just standing right on it, so that's how much work I gotta do in order to get all this done. But I got the new wheels for the Ranger. They're actually on my Malibu right now. And the ex-wife has the Malibu, so I gotta get her some new tires for that so I can get this thing back on the road. I was going to just primer it and all that, but I think I'm going to start getting everything ready. I mean, needs some body work and stuff, but this was my brother's, so this one will never ever go anywhere. We got quite a bit of work to do to it, but got the all blacked out lights and everything. They're not just like spray painted black. They're actually, you know, aftermarket black lenses. So, but that's the project. That's the plan. Is to get that engine out and start prepping that for the 4.2. I got to get the title from the guy, but I owe him $20 on the truck, and he owes me a title. So I gotta get a hold of him probably tonight or tomorrow and see if he's got the title. If not, I'll get the paperwork together to pick up the title, and that'll cost me $20. So then we'll just call it even on that. Probably. I don't know. I don't think he's gonna throw a big fit about $20. I actually bought that thing, yeah, right before winter. A little bit, quite a bit before winter. And he never hounded me. It's just every time I seen him, I never had any cash on me. And then every time I go get cash, he's nowhere around. I work with him, kind of. I used to work with him, but now I work on the road, and he's still in the yard. And so we just never really run into each other. I finally ran into him the other day and paid him everything but $20 because that's all I had on me. But this is what replaced the minivans. So the winter is just fucking destroying everything on me. So I got to get the new fender liners. I got the LTZ 20s for it that need tires. I got 2 out of the 4. This thing's my curse. Ran over a pallet, and under the snow it came up and around the bumper and smashed out the taillight. So I had to order the new taillights. One of the coldest days, the damn glass came down and smacked me in the head and shattered. So that was $500 right there. So overall, I love the truck. So I had 262,000 miles on it. So that's going in next week. Here, it's Sunday today. It's going in sometime this coming week for them to tune out the 4-cylinder mode on it until I can afford to get the actual delete and cam and all that. So there's the ex-wife's little Buick. That thing's kind of a piece of shit. but she refuses to get rid of it because she fucking loves the stupid thing for some reason. I gave her the Malibu thinking that she'd let me blow this one up, like literally blow it up, fill it with tannerite and shit, but she won't let me. Got the 08 Impala wheels on it, but this is why I don't want her having it. Needs that trailing arm. She's convinced her cousin's gonna fix it, but I think it's just gonna sit there until I fill it with tannerite. So yeah, this is my battle right here. I got a shed up there on a trailer that I gotta get. I can't even get my shed off the trailer. They gave me that. I actually got paid to take that. I think I get paid like 20 bucks to get it off the property. So I really couldn't beat that deal. I mean, worst case scenario, I fill it up with, just soak it with gas, put it down, and there's a hole down here that you really can't tell because all the snow. But there's a hole that's, I don't know, a good 5 or so feet deep and about 30 foot around or whatever. I hear stories about this property where there used to be like a barn or something back there that sank all the way into the ground. So, worst case scenario, I could have just dumped it right off into there and set it on fire and been done. Got my 20 bucks, I was already there. But I think I'm going to try to actually fill it up with, like oil and whatever spare fluids and stuff, and that hole is right here. You can't even see it, it's just all level right now. If I were to stand right there, I'd probably sink up to my neck. Doesn't look like much, it goes right here and then it just drops down. So, we got the bed to the Silverado. We got the little tarp going up right now. Even as brutal as these windstorms were, brutal windstorms and snowstorms, obviously. This thing stayed standing. I didn't expect it to. I thought I was gonna have to tear it all completely down and redo it. But I mean, it's just pallets. That's the thing. But this whole thing here is made out of just pallets. And I haven't been in it at all lately, and I haven't looked up. No, there's nothing on the roof or nothing. We've had pretty much everyone around us has had their roof collapse. There's all the wood I had on top of it slid right off, I see. But yeah, the shed right across the street, it's like 60 foot by 108 foot. It used to be a milking barn, and it collapsed. And this thing's still standing, just made out of pallets. Looks like it might have a little bit of a bow in the roof. My doors don't really line up, but I can't get in there to check it out. But I think that's going to be all right. And I think, hey look, my 20s. Yeah, I have no organization at the moment. I got to get it all organized here, get some better organization, everything. The worst damage I suffered from the damn wind was my tarp. My tarp came undone. I'll throw some more roofing nails on that, and then I'm going to throw up some steel on the side of that. Oh shit, almost fell. And that's going to come out. On the other side is going to come out. That's one pallet right there for like a hot tub. So I'm going to go to the hot tub place, and you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's just 5 pallets right there. And then this, one here. So I'm going to go to the hot tub place and try to get some more of those. And I'm going to go one more that way, and then I'm going to come all the way around, and it's going to come back to here. And I was going to try to make a door right there, but I think I'm just going to go all the way across and get it all secured and reinforced, and then I'll cut the doors into it. And then just do the same concept with that. That's the exact same concept. It's just pallets and plywood with a steel roof. And it doesn't have like the tarps on the side or nothing. I just did those temporarily, but I'm going to leave them up when I throw the plywood on the side. But so these are my projects. This is what I've got to deal with here coming up in the next couple weeks, couple months throughout the summer and all that. So the snow's coming today, which is not going to be fun. That's going to add to the problem. But we got some like 35 and 40 degree days coming. It's only like 18 degrees today right now, so it kind of sucks. But It's coming. Spring's around the corner. Sucks, it's like March 16th or something right now, or 17th. I think it's the 17th. Yeah. It's like March 17th and we still got all this shit with more coming. So, spring will be here, and then the fun weekends.